Hey everyone, today is September 11th. We must remember everyone who died. We must not forget them, nor their families, nor anyone, as a matter of fact, from that day. Except we must also be prevalent and very conscious to never let that happen again. With that said, may God rest everyone who died. May God rest everyone who is dying still from the 9/11 attacks. Now these days is from the concrete dust that became airborne and got lodged in people's throats and in their lungs. From that day, of course, the awful, horrific day that is known as 9/11. We must not forget, people. And now, I will tell you my story. It's September 11th, 2001. I am 13 years old. I'm in 7th grade. And we go, it's like a normal day at school. We go, get on the bus, we get to school. But my first class of the day is in metal shop. And in metal shop, our teachers are literally grouped in their office and they're listening to the radio. And they say, if you promise not to say anything or say anything right now, you can listen and or like basically be very quiet, don't freak out, just listen. And we promise and we listen. And the first tower got hit already. Like, that already did, and they're talking about it. They're like, is it a small little plane that just fucked up and hit the building? No, it's got to be something bigger. And then it just, like around 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, 9:15-ish, the second tower gets smashed. And you hear the shock, you hear the screams, you hear the absolute horror of the news crew that is covering this, and it just gets even crazier. The next moment, the Pentagon gets hit. Next moment, like a plane is downed in Pennsylvania. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos. No one has a clue what's going on. No one has a... Back then, we didn't have TVs in our room. So we weren't able to literally visually see what was going on. And plus, it would have probably made it far worse than we did. So here I am, a small 13-year-old kid. Now imagine being 13 years old and you're hearing the chaos that is going in your country. And you thought, like every single American, that it would never, ever happen. No one would have the balls enough to go to our mainland and literally cause hell, chaos, and violence on our grounds from a foreign source. You never thought this stuff until after 9/11. We became more vigilant and more prone to saying, if you mess with America, we're gonna shove a fucking foot up your ass. And that is basically how we became even more vigilant and more like on top of things. And I'll tell you, like as a small child, it scares you. So of course, after that, we were basically freaking out. And it's not our teacher's fault. It's basically, well, none of aren't faults. It's basically how human nature happens. So I basically go, and I'm running to my next class, which is phys ed. And I run into my friend Eric at the time, Tom Curtin, another kid I knew, and I'm just freaking out about this. They think I'm lying about it. Unfortunately, I wasn't, and the teachers confirmed it, but we're like trying to keep it contained, and we're like, yeah, just keep it contained, just try your best not to freak out. And we were literally informed by our own teachers that, of course, the system didn't want us, the kids, to know anything. And the teachers at that time were more than willing to say, no, that's not right. This is happening. These kids need to know. And if their parents are coming to literally take them out of school, they better understand why their parents are taking them out of school for what they might think is no reason. And let's say that entire school, the majority of kids were pulled that day from school. And I stayed, of course, because, well, Grandma didn't want to. Grandma was like literally like at home, and she had it on screen. She had it on screen. The door was wide open. It was like insane. Like, yeah. And then when I got home, I actually saw what happened, in the shock and horror on this kid's face. My face was, yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't wish that feeling on anybody at all. But yeah, that day taught us a lesson that we really can't just be so stupid to believe that no one has the power to attack us. We weren't stupid per se, but we were very, 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 very strong-willed and understood, like, hey, America's awesome, America kicks ass, and it still does. America kicks ass. America's the best. If you don't believe that, then get out for country. Just leave. Shut up, leave. If you literally say no to this statement, guess what? You are in the best country because you yourself don't want to even leave it. Even though you may hate it, you don't want to leave. And there you go. God bless Charlie Kirk. I'm going to actually say this. I'm going to start to continue his legacy. I'm going to talk about difficult things. I'm going to talk about stuff that you might not want to hear, but you must. You know what? It is time for someone to stand up again and bring Gen Z, millennials, and everyone. Try to bring everyone to a somewhat connection. Try to bring that bridge together. Build it together. We can build this world to be better. We just have to try. And there we go. Charlie Kirk is my inspiration, and he will continue to be. Peace out. See you next.